Hey, we got the Q's and A's popping. So you guys had a lot of questions for me. I got a lot of answers. I want to get to know y'all and be on a more personal level. I don't want it to just be like, oh, I make videos and you watch them and that's it. I want it to be like, let's engage our fans more and get to know them personally, and also basically build a relationship long term. There's quite a few of my subscribers that I'm actually friends with now. Like one of the closest one is actually he's on my team now. His name is Xavier. Xavier Del Relay, and he started off as a dude that watched my YouTube channel, and he hit me up on Facebook, and I replied back to him, and we started talking. We just ended up being friends. That can happen to us, to any of you guys watching this video. That can happen, and we could just end up kicking it, hang out, do whatever. But I want y'all to get to know me. So go ahead and read the first question, baby.
Can you pick your favorite deck of all time?
My favorite deck of all time is definitely Herald of Perfection. I'm a huge advocate for that deck. Rituals, really, I would say Ritual's my favorite mechanic, but Herald is just the best deck. Just period. In spite of what some people would say about Herald of Perfection, he's arguably, in my opinion, the greatest boss monster of all time. That definitely answers that question. What's the next question, baby?
What do you do to prep for a big event such as a YCS?
That is a great question. What do you do to prep for a big event such as YCS? So what I personally do is I begin with research. Research meaning I want to know what I'm going up against. So I would say I look at stuff like what's currently being played right now. What's the par chart looking like? What are the best decks? And how am I going to side deck against those? And when you're going into an event like a YCS, you don't want to side deck or make your deck built to counter a certain deck. For example, spiral format. Everybody's like, I want my deck to be able to beat spirals. What you want to do is have versatility in your side and your main deck to be ready for everything. In addition to countering every archetype or strategy that you're coming, that might come your way, and making sure your side deck is ready, you definitely want to prepare yourself mentally by training yourself and also practicing with your deck, because those events tend to be very long, and you definitely don't want to get there, not sleep. You don't want to go to sleep at 4 in the morning and then wake up and go to that event at 8, and then barely get any sleep, because you might not only be sleepy, but you might not be as focused. You may make a lot of misplays and mistakes because you're tired. You definitely want to rest up. You definitely want to bring snacks, water. I bring hand sanitizer. I bring extra sleeves in case my sleeves get messed up. You might want to bring extra copies of certain cards. Definitely bring your translations for your foreign cards. Of course, keep your deck on point, and you want to practice a lot and make sure that you're confident going into that event. If you're bringing a deck that you just started playing to a YCS event, it's not a very good idea. I would never say don't do it, though, because I feel like you should always give anything a shot. If it's in your heart that you feel like this is the deck for you, take it. But aside from everything that I just said, preparing for YCS is more of a mental thing. It's definitely just having the confidence to do so, and practice is a huge thing. If you don't have a team, get a group of people that are really, really good, that will challenge you, and practice. Do your research, learn about what the decks you're up against, learn their weaknesses, side deck the cards that they're weak against. It's a very smart choice, and just kind of pick a deck out of your arsenal. Just think, I have this deck, I have this deck, I have that deck. Which one of these decks would be great against every deck that's going out right now? And which one of these decks is the weakest? And you definitely don't want to take the weakest one. But definitely, those are some tips on how you prepare for YCS. I actually might make an entire video based on that, because that's a great question. And I'm glad that you asked me that, because I haven't actually done anything like that for the channel. Let our subscribers know how you should prepare. But we'll definitely get more in depth on that on another day. But that's kind of a short answer for you. Not really short, but next question.
Have you ever tried playing any other card games besides Yu-Gi-Oh? And if so, what made you like Yu-Gi-Oh above those others?
I tried playing Magic. I didn't like it. It was really slow and really boring to me. It was like Yu-Gi-Oh's a no-brainer. Yu-Gi-Oh is my passion. It's one of the biggest passions in my life. I've loved it since I was a little kid. I've been in the game for, I think, 15 plus years, going on 16 years, and I'm 21. I've been playing the game for a long time. And I love it long time too. Yu-Gi-Oh is just a no-brainer for me. I chose it over all other games because I wouldn't say Yu-Gi-Oh is the most competitive, but to me it's the most fun card game of all. There's money in all of them, and that's another thing. Yu-Gi-Oh is a business to me, but it's amazing. The Yu-Gi-Oh community is full of amazing and awesome people, and I feel like it's the most creative of all the card games. But that's just my opinion. Next question, baby.
How do you feel about the state of Yu-Gi-Oh?
Wow, how do I feel about the state of Yu-Gi-Oh, dude? That's an awesome question. Um, I honestly feel like the format that we're currently in right now, post Spiral Madness, we're in a very diverse and healthy format where there's a lot of great decks that can be contenders. Like Infernoids, Invoked, Pin Magicians, ABCs, Trick Stars, Paleos, Spirals, Magical Musketeers. I feel like Lightsworns are great. Like there's so many good decks that can be a contender. Mermails can make it. Herald of Perfection can make it. A hand trap dot deck can make it. I feel like we're in a really creative format, but Yu-Gi-Oh, the state of Yu-Gi-Oh right now is not what it used to be. I feel like it's a shell of its former self. As long as I've been playing, Yu-Gi-Oh actually used to be a lot more fun back in the day because the decks that we played were our decks. We would, for example, Dark Synchro, that deck, it's a deck now, but it actually came to be from just scraps. It was just a deck that someone was like, I'm just going to put in a bunch of cards that helped me to synchro summon a lot. And that eventually became Dark Synchro. There's a Beast deck that's focused on Obedient School and 10-10 and all that. That actually became a deck, but it's made out of scraps. Yu-Gi-Oh used to be a lot more fun and a lot more creative and diverse. Now it's become, I feel like, a net decking kind of, you have to play this deck or you're going to lose kind of thing. And it's like, sometimes it's almost the case to where it's like, you have to have money or you can't play. And there's certain formats like that. Like I kind of hate those formats, especially when I'm like low-key broke and I'm barely like able to, get decks for my channel where it's like the best deck's like $800. And it's like, oh, I don't have $800, so I guess I can't play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh because I'm broke. I don't like that. So I feel like the state that Yu-Gi-Oh's in now, it's kind of not as good as it used to be. It's still a great card game and I love it, but I feel like it's just gotten worse in the terms of how it used to be. Like that's why I want to go back to our roots with Jank Day. And I want Yu-Gi-Oh to be more fun. I'm trying to reach out more to the casual players who are like, hey man, I don't have $100. I don't have $50. I'm just trying to build me a deck that's like $20 to $30 and just have fun. And I feel like the state that Yu-Gi-Oh's in right now, it's like nobody cares about having fun. Everybody cares about winning. It's like, oh, I gotta win, regardless of whether I have fun or not. And a guy like me, I want to have fun and win. I want to do both. But if I can't do anything else, I want to have fun. Because if I'm not enjoying myself, it doesn't matter if I'm winning because I won't overall be happy. So I'd say the state that Yu-Gi-Oh's in is like I said, a shell of its former self. I want it to get better. I want people to just kind of go back to their roots and just like be like, you know what? I'm not about to run Spirals just because they're the best deck. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run my favorite deck of all time. I'm gonna run, like me, I run Heralds regardless. If you're like, hey, my favorite deck is Madolches. My favorite deck of all time is Geargus. You know what? I freaking love Prophecy spellbooks. I'm gonna run it. I feel like a lot more people should be inspired to do that. You do have those occasional players that are like, I don't care what anybody says, I'm gonna run this deck. I feel like we need to go and get back in touch with the deck that we loved. Everybody should be playing decks that they love, not decks that just win. It shouldn't be like, oh, I'm just playing this deck because I want to win. It should be like, you should play any deck and have fun and still be able to win. I wish Yu-Gi-Oh could be like that, but it's not. So that's the state of Yu-Gi-Oh in my opinion. What's the next question, baby?
3STACK, where do you normally buy or collect your cards? Also, do you think leaks have helped the game or hinder it?
I normally buy and collect from my homeboy Juan Herrera, and I also buy from my boy Jake Zoo. Actually, I'm cool with a lot of card vendors, and also like retail salesmen. The guys that you see posted at YCS and at regionals who have their they're basically their card set up and their vendors, and you go to them and you're like, oh dang, I need some last minute stuff. Those are the guys I go to. I'm cool with a lot of them and I get good deals on them. I rarely order online, but it's an occasional thing where it's like the people that I normally buy and sell from, I can't find anything from them that I need, so I'll order online. So I occasionally buy and sell and collect from vendors. That's the first part. And then, do I think links have helped or hinder the game? I think links have helped the deck, have helped the game to become not only a lot more fast paced, but it's a lot more difficult. You have to think things through. You can't just be willy nilly with your resources. You're actually able to control 7 monsters. You're a bit more restricted unless you play links. But if you do play links, it actually opens your mindset to a whole new world of Yu-Gi-Oh. It's like a whole new way to play the game. Man, I think it's great. Links are awesome. I love link format. It's so fast paced. It's so freaking crazy. And it's like a game of chess, but now even times 10. It's just great, man. It's more skillful with the link mechanic than it was before, because now you can't just recklessly spam just because. Links definitely put pendulums on check, and that was one of the things I hated. I hated pendulums. I just felt like it was not fair that you could just have 2 scales in your hand and you just win just because of that. That just wasn't cool. And links definitely put that on check. Links just, it not only balanced the thing, it not only balanced the game out and made it a bit more fair, but if you master the link mechanic, you basically have an advantage. And you're kind of just going to be able to do the same thing that pendulums could do, but now it's a lot more efficient and it's not as easy. You have to have the resources to do so. I love links. I think they made the game great. Not just better, but great. What's the next question, baby? Yes.
Phone shut off, sorry. Why do you think Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't offer cash prizes?
Wait, go below.
My name is also Ivan.
Okay. Hey, that's awesome, dude. What's your name? Fernie G66. That's awesome, man. We're both our names are Ivan. That's pretty cool, dude.
So, okay. Wesley Park says, why do you think Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't offer cash prizes like Magic the Gathering does?
I feel like that won't most definitely make the game more competitive. I think Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't offer cash prizes because Konami's greedy. Konami's really selfish. I think that Konami's kind of just like our government. It's like the United States government. They're just greedy. They don't care about you. They just care about money. That's just my opinion. Konami does deliver sometimes, but for the most part, even if you think it's for you, it's still for them. That's why they don't offer cash prizes. Continue.
Hey, 3STACK, I really enjoy your content. Can you please make a Metaphys and Twilight Storm deck? I've tried to make my own version, but the way you ABC Swarms was built much better than my list. I really like Metaphys. What's your favorite archetype out of the new set? And
okay,
why?
So the first question is, can I build Metaphys and Twilight Sworn? I can do both, bro. Just give me the time to make the decks how I want them to be and to get them as competitive as possible. And I got you. I definitely got you on that, bro. Your name is Mark Robertson. Yeah, I'm gonna do that for you, bro. I got you.
And what's your favorite?
If it goes like 3 or 4 days past and I haven't done it, just remind me and be like, hey, 3STACK, remember I asked you to make that deck, and I'll do it, bro. I get a little busy sometimes.
What's your favorite archetype out of the new set?
My favorite archetype out of the new set and why? Actually, Metaphys is not Rockets, not Altergeist. No, Crawlers are cool, but I like the Metaphys because I love worm types. They're my second favorite type of monsters. Fairies are my first. I love worm types because they're ascended dragons, and the Metaphys are a really, really awesome mechanic. I just feel like they're out of all the decks, they seem kind of slow, but they actually have the highest ceiling in my opinion and the most raw potential. The splashability of the deck, there's a lot more versatile builds you can do on Metaphys, and I think their boss monsters are crazy. Like some of their effects are really, really jank. Like they're just dope, dude. I'm definitely gonna do something with the Metaphys. I just need to get more of their support, but yeah, that answers that most definitely.
Okay, next one. The only question I got, G, is wondering how long you've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh and what was your very first deck?
How long? I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Your name is Devacon8. I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for 16 years now. Since 2001. Yeah. And my first deck, it was actually, I can't like give it a name. Because it was actually just it was a fiend deck with like Mystic Tomato and Tardy Orc and Giant Orc and the legendary fiend, and I ran no, it wasn't even my fiend deck because that deck was like in 2005. I can't remember my first deck, bro. I'm sorry. It's been so long, but it didn't actually have a name. It was just a deck. I actually made it out of my scraps, out of just cards that I had, because I was pretty broken. I was a little kid, and it really sucked. I ain't gonna lie. I was only like 6 years old, I think, and the deck was trash. But I ran it for a while because I just loved it. I was that kid that I was like, I don't care what anybody else says. I'm just gonna run what I love. Yeah, I can't remember the name, man. I really do wish I could. I would tell you, but it wasn't like a all anything. It's just like a bunch of stuff. What's the next question?
What do you think about
Temple of Mine, Eyes, and Lyreless? What do I think about Temple of Mind's Eye and Lyreless? I think that's amazing, dude. I think that totally can work out. And he said, throw in Snowbell and 3 Instant Fusion, the Indestructible Crystal Wing, some Holland. What's the name? Holland?
You can't even.
Hollerin, dude, that's awesome. Hollerin, props to you, man. You're freaking genius. See, I love when I see creativity in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, and what you just shared with me, I wouldn't even have thought that way. Like, your mind is way, like, your mindset's way different from mine, bro, and in a good way. Like, you're a freaking savage. What's his name? Hollerin, dude. You need to do that with your Lyreless deck. I think you should definitely do that and see how it works. I think that's a great idea. And then, you really love my minds. Oh yeah, dude, I love your mindset too, bro. I definitely appreciate that, man, because I do love non-meta archetypes indeed. My favorite archetypes are actually non-meta. I'm just like an anti-meta player, I guess you could say. Decks can go head to head with meta. I've been enjoying your. Oh, bro, thank you so much. And yeah, I definitely agree with you. I think if you can make a non-meta deck to go head to head with meta, dude, that is like. That will catch a lot of people off guard because most people would think, a deck that sucks just sucks. But you can make it work, man. It's not the deck, it's definitely the player.
How old are you?
How old are you? How old is your girlfriend?
What's your favorite locals?
Mike Jones. Mike Jones, I'll be seeing you in the comments all the time. Okay. I'm 21. My girlfriend's 20. My favorite locals was Gerard's. It is now DNA. And the one I go to most frequent is DNA because it's like really close to me, and I don't have a car, so I gotta go to the closest.
I feel that not enough YouTubers today go about explaining their deck building processes. Most of the videos I find are from 2014. Can you go into the science and art of how you deck build and make different card type?
Tony Michael, you're on point, man. I need to do that. See, I'm glad that I'm doing this Q&A because you guys are shining light on things that I've overlooked. I think that's a great idea. I definitely think I should make a video going over the art and process of deck building because it really is an art. And it's just something that if we all can master, we're all going to be lit. It won't even be like anybody's better than each other. We're just all going to be equal to each other. I will definitely. He said... Can I go into the science and art of how you deck build? I'm going to make a video just to answer your question, Tony Michael, and we're going to get that for everybody. Let's get some 2v2 matches. Yeah, we'll get some 2v2 matches. Trips 13, bro. You always read them comments, bro. You lit.
He said, hey, 3STACK, how you doing? And my question to you is name one Yu-Gi-Oh card from the ban list that you want to come out of the ban list as limited to... One, your thoughts, and I also love the videos.
He said name one, though.
And I love your videos.
I can only name one.
Keep up the good work, man.
I can only name one?
Yep. Domingo.
That's sad. Dang.
Yeah, you can do it.
El Shaddai Construct. I know a lot of people might think that it would have been something different. El Shaddai Construct needs to come back. She does. Shaddai's... Shaddai's are almost as close to me as Herald is. I love Shaddai's so freaking much. Specifically Shaddai Princesses. If El Shaddai Construct came back, my prediction Princess Shaddai's would be absurd. Construct has to come back. She's not doing anything this meta. She'll never put in work again. Just let her make it. Unlock it, babe. Let's get through this. That's all the questions? You serious?
I promise it was all the questions.
Oh, well, yeah. El Shaddai Construct has to come back. I wish you didn't say name just one card, bro, because there's quite a few cards that are on the ban list that I want to be back, period. Like, honestly, even though Dinlong is not very old, I didn't want to say Dinlong, and that was something that was on my mind because Dinlong just got on the ban list. and Construct's been on a lot longer. But it's really between Dinlong and El Shaddai Construct. I would say Dinlong, but he just got on the ban list. So I'm not missing him as much as I'm missing Construct. I do miss Dinlong a lot. You guys have no idea. My girlfriend was there the day Dinlong got banned. I was at work. I actually was like, screw this. I'm leaving. I don't care what my manager says. I need to go home. So I actually got somebody to like cover my section, and I went home. My girl's like, what's wrong? And I threw a temper tantrum when I got home, and I just had an attitude for the rest of the day.
I had no idea what he was talking about until like
Dinlong!
the end of the day. Until like the end of the day, he finally told me. I'm like,
dude, I miss Dinlong so much. Oh man, but I have to say Construct. I have to give her credit. I love Construct so much. She's a beauty. I cannot wait. I believe that she's coming back, bro. I can't wait till she does. That was some of the Q&A for today. I'm sure as time progresses, as that video gets older, more questions will drop in that comment section. But I wanted to answer these right away. I didn't want you guys to feel like I'm ignoring you, because I do love you guys. Honestly, it's not a cliche thing to say. I really love my subscribers. I feel like Jesus has blessed me to have you guys in my life, and also to be able to be in a position to teach and to learn at the same time. Because as I'm giving you guys information, some of the stuff you guys say in the comment section blows my mind. I'm like, see, this is why I like when we come together in our minds, we kind of bounce around ideas. We learn from each other. Like, I've learned so much from you guys, and I really do hope that you guys have learned from me, and I hope you guys can get closer to God as well. And I would like to end on that note saying, God bless you, make good choices, don't hurt your brain cell, and enjoy life, man. Y'all be safe, and you'll be hearing from us soon. Peace.